Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back for some more Forza Horizon 3. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the Rocket Bunny body kit available for the 1992 Nissan Silvia, and what a difference this body kit makes in this car. I mean, this is a pretty nicely designed Nissan, but the thing is just the bumpers and how high the thing sits and the stock wheels. I mean, it really doesn't look like too much, but right when you pop that body kit on, it looks so good. And this car I love because there are so many customization options for it. If you choose not to use this body kit, there's tons of front bumpers, rear bumpers, side skirts, everything, and that is what I would like to see on every car in this game. But as you can see, it also comes with a preset tune, which I'm also going to be talking about and focusing on today. But in a second here, you're going to see how I customized mine. I wanted to do something different with the colors because I always do just stock paint colors, so I did a little bit of something different, something fancy, and some people might like it, some people might not, but I really like it. And right there, you can see the stats of this car with this body kit preset tune. But the thing is, they actually did like a very boring build for this thing. Literally all they did was do a motor swap, put the race transmission on, and then they put the widest tires and the race tires on. I mean, that's literally all they did with this thing, and it got it to the top of the A class, but pretty much all they did was make it barely faster and just add a ton of handling and grip with the tires. So kind of boring in my opinion if you ask me. They really didn't do too much with this thing, but the performance is okay. For me personally, this is just a cruise car. I love the way this thing looks. It's such a nice looking car, and it's a lot of fun to just cruise with and drive down the freeways, through the city, whatever you like to do. But for racing, it's not the best, and the reason for that is even though it has the widest and the grippiest tires in this game, first gear going out of it, launching the car, it's still really not good. You get a ton of wheel spin and it accelerates very slowly, which really surprised me, but I guess it's partially because of the car's weight. It really doesn't weigh too much, and that's kind of a good thing, but it's bad for the launch, I guess. But after that, it just feels very slow. The acceleration on this thing is slow, the top speed's okay, but the handling and the grip is very good going around turns, which is certainly a positive thing. But for the A class, it really does feel slow, and that's always a bad thing. You never want it to feel sluggish, and kind of makes it feel boring to drive. But the thing is, on straight lines you're not going to beat anybody, so I highly recommend doing circuit races and not sprint races, which generally I like sprint races, but this thing, it just cannot keep up with anybody. And you saw there the launch is pretty bad and the acceleration does not help it at all, but the braking is very good, and also the handling and the grip going around turns is very good as well. So for circuit races it's good because where it lacks that speed in the straight line, it can make up for it going around turns. So that's pretty much the only way that you can compete in races with Trivatars, and obviously it will be the same thing if you play online. And online, honestly, I would never use this thing for races, but if you do want to play with it in single player, you can really do well as long as you angle your turns right, because you won't really have to brake all too much and you can easily overtake the Trivatars, as you're going to see here in this race. But right away when we get to the straightaways, you will see that you have absolutely no shot. But the gearing ratios feel okay on the car, and the shifting time I guess is average, so overall the car just feels slow, but the grip is really good for a rear-wheel drive car and it handles well. So like I said, I love cruising with it. I think it's a great cruise car, but for racing it's just not all that good. But the nice thing is, like I mentioned, they have tons of customization options if you don't want to use this body kit preset tune, and also you can actually put this Rocket Bunny body kit on the car without the preset tune, so it'll just be the body kit and then you can build it for yourself. And that's kind of what I'm thinking I want to do. Maybe a C-class build, which this car is stock in the C-class, and B-class might be the best, because for the A-class, considering that it has race tires and the widest rear tires, and seeing how bad the launch still is, I really just feel like it's underpowered for the A-class. But for the B-class, maybe the C-class, this could be a good car, and I really do like the car, so I would like to be able to race it somehow, some way. But it's definitely not good for the A-class, and I certainly do not see it going to the S1 class, because then the grip would just be absolutely ruined, because it already has the best tires possible. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of the 1992 Silvia. I love the Rocket Bunny body kit. I think it looks so good, and also let me know what you think of my exterior setup. I know it's not the most normal thing to do with the outside of a car, but hey, I liked it. I thought it looked good, so I went with it. But have a wonderful rest of your day. As always, thanks for being here, and I'll talk to y'all again very soon. Peace out.